Okay, viewers, this is Dr. James VOND speaking, and it's Saturday, 13th December 2025. And I did a video earlier outside, and I was just talking about my international partners' hope of having some, and what they should not become. Maintain their independence from the local stock of women, because obviously those ones don't necessarily sex me, do they? And the status quo will be like that then if they become like the locals. So that's my advice to them. That's what I said in my last video, and obviously that's what they need to be aware of. If they're going to be around here, if they decide to reside here in the local area. Otherwise, if they can take me to their place or in their part of the world, then there might be a different matter. And then maybe I could become like them or something. I don't know, or just maintain my independence as well. And I should mention, in the local area, I did attend some nightclub events in September during Freshers Week at the Coventry University. I managed to get some freebies there, so they're handing out to freshers. That's during Freshers Week in September, mid-September 2025. Some bags, leaflets, vouchers, etc. And I even got a chip. That's this one here for the 147 nightclub on 147 Gosford Street. And I attended that during Saturday and Friday. And what I learnt was, although it was okay, there's very loud music in the background, almost deafening. But I think it was on the Saturday when I attended, and they were even dancing there, and one of them even beckoned me to dance with them. But I had my beard then, so I'm not sure if that was any attractive or not. But I had my beard then, and I was at the nightclub, and I stayed as long as I could. I was there on my own, obviously, and there were people there, mostly from the university, freshers mostly, but others as well who were there. And there's all smoke, ice there, smoke ice, like they do have, CO2, whatever it is that. And like I said, the music was quite loud. Then I decided to go out, venture out, and then on the way back, one of the security guards, it was a bit, kind of over the top. He started searching me. He wanted to search me to when I was on my way back the second time, because I just took up some fresh air. I went out for a walk and just to get some fresh air, and I thought I'd come back then, but it was too late by that time. And he started checking my pockets and things, which I didn't really obviously enjoy that experience, and it was a real a letdown for me, and I was really put off, deterred from that experience. And that particular security guard, the others were okay. It's just that particular security guard. He wanted to check me and thoroughly. And even though the first time I went through, I didn't have that sort of scrutiny of searching me and everything. And then he asked me how old I was. Obviously, I had a beard and everything. But on that question of my age, I'm not, I'm 55, obviously, but like I said in my videos, I'm not as old as, say, for instance, Mick Jagger. I mean, he's 44 years older than his partner. The age gap there is incredible, isn't it? 44 years. And even Bernie Ecclestone, he's 46 years older than his latest partner, Fabiana. So either of them, just say 44 years, 45 years. You subtract, let's say, 45 from my years. That would make the person literally 10 years old or something, 9 or 10 years old. And I could be with someone that age, but obviously I'm not going to go with under 18s. That's impossible. And I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't be that stupid. But that's the age difference for those sort of people, literally speaking. If they're considering my age as being too excessive, I'm nowhere near as excessive as that. 45 years on top of my age would make that person 10 years. So even if I was entering the nightclub, saying in 10 years' time, and then I'll be 65, and from 65, if you subtract 45, then that would make them, what, 20 years of age? which is over 18. So I could even come back at the nightclub in 10 years' time. I still wouldn't be as greater age difference as, say, either Mick Jagger or Bernie Ecclestone, for example. So that's what my point is here. If they thought I was looking old because I had a beard, maybe. So obviously, I didn't keep my beard then onwards. I wanted to keep young in appearance and not get asked questions like that, how old I am, and things like that. So I just walked off. I didn't bother that day, and ever since, obviously, I never went back to that nightclub. But I did have free tickets on that day. Obviously, they were handing them out to students and freshers. And that's how I managed to get in that day at the nightclub on 147 Gosford Street. That's the incident I've got to mention as well. In addition to my breakfast ordeal, I had at the Earl of Mercia pub, and in that one, it was an Indian tall guy, skinny one, and he barred me from the pub just because I had a chocolate drink, even though I paid twice for a breakfast meal there, and the first meal was a mistake, so they recalled that meal and collected it, and obviously threw it away, and my only option was to pay extra if I wanted to have another breakfast. So I paid twice that day, and for having a hot chocolate, they banned me for that. For barred me, he came up to me, approached me, kind of rather aggressively, and said, "You're barred," for no apparent reason. I just wanted to have a go at me, and that's another incident I didn't really enjoy. And I never had breakfast there ever since. That was around also I think it was around 15th, around about the 15th as well. That was September or something. I think that was 15th of September. But the nightclub was earlier, obviously. I think that was the 13th or 14th of September. Saturday and Friday in particular, I think it was. And I did go there, and like I said, one of the girls there even asked me to dance with them and everything. And but after a while, I did leave that place just to get some fresh air and a walk, and then I came back, and that's when I was searched. And I think he had a kind of gingery beard, gingery blondish, gingery hair, and he was the one that was, insisting on checking my pockets and things and making my stay there as miserable as possible. So, and asking me my age as well, because I had a beard, and so I've never been back since then. I never went entered that. I just walked off that day. Is far too excessive in searching me that day, and put me off from the whole nightclub scene in the Coventry local area. So that's how bad it was. It was a letdown, and I've never been back. It's just ruined my confidence. Even though I've never hardly been to nightclubs, I was just starting to become accustomed to them, but only through the use of free tickets, which I was able to manage to achieve by collecting whilst I was just walking past the Coventry University, because I live close to the university, and they were handing out not just pizzas, free pizzas that day, also a nightclub tickets and chips like this, for instance, 147, which never came in use to me anyway because of that particular security guard, who was rather too scrutinous to say the least, and frisking me like that. It wasn't really right, and asking me my age and everything, and just because I had a beard that day. Even though with a beard, they still asked me. One of the girls still asked me, for a dance there, and unfortunately, I didn't stay that long there. I had to take some fresh air because it was kind of getting stuffy in there and a bit crowded, and that's why I decided to walk out and come back. And they didn't let me enter on the second occasion. That particular security guard at the 147 Gosford Street nightclub. Anyway, so that's the raw ordeal I've been through there as well. The raw ordeal there, and also the Earl of Mercia pub. So I don't know, where will you meet them if you're not going to be at nightclubs meeting them, the opposite sex. So I'm still waiting for my international um, dates. So I don't know how they're going to meet me. So they'll have to obviously get engaged in some sort of conversation with me, maybe communicate with me, through text messages and etc. etc. And I am in Coventry, West Midlands, England, UK. That's my location. on the 52nd parallel north latitude. So if there's anyone out there, anywhere in the world watching me, and they're kind of young, good looking, got good tan, maybe, blondes, brunettes, you name it, dark hair as well, as long as they've got, kind of sultry looking, maybe, nice figure, and ability to trap me and attract and seduce me and maintain rapport and maybe, have a go with me, and just try me out, rather than try their pets out, that's obviously bestiality and zoophilia. So if they've got that much TLC for them, I'm sure they should be able to spare some TLC for me, a fellow human, mankind. That's all I'm saying, and maybe some room space, maybe. So I don't necessarily have to stay in places like this, for instance, I could be out there in your place if you're an attractive woman, If you don't, when it's your own place of abode, then think about it, Dr. James Wan on 13th December 2025. A, a Casonava civilian, orphaned, of course, and heterosexual single man.